A man can be himself only so long as he is alone. If he loves, he ceases to be what he is. Arthur Schopenhauer. There arrives a shattering instant in every man's existence when the illusions he once worshipped begin to fracture and crumble. What if everything you believed about love was a carefully constructed lie? Arthur Schopenhauer didn't merely doubt romantic love, he systematically destroyed its foundations. He looked straight into the shadowy engine of human craving and never blinked. To Schopenhauer, romance wasn't redemption. It was nature's sophisticated seduction, an elegant prison in disguise. Society praises what he exposed as pure delusion, intimacy, biology masquerading as poetry, connection, suffering wearing a smile. He saw a divide deeper than flesh, metaphysical. Men pursue the eternal, ideas, creation, transcendence. Women, he observed, remain anchored in the childhood mentality, fixated on the immediate, mistaking appearance for truth. Not an attack, a cold, unflinching lens on nature's operating system. So, what is beauty? A temporary mask, nature's bait, engineered to captivate, weaken judgment, and enslave ambition. And it succeeds relentlessly. Conquerors of empires, architects of civilization, undone not by swords, but by whispers and caresses. Lacking brute force or grand vision, women perfected subtle dominion over desires, homes, and the men who rule the world. Yet culture sanctifies it as sacred love. Schopenhauer saw only a veiled transaction, biology wearing wedding vows. Love is deception, the blind will to life, forcing reproduction at any cost to your freedom or sanity. It plants fantasies, whispers, she's the one, convinces you this time is different, until surrender is complete. Marriage, not union, nature's endgame, a binding contract that trades a man's autonomy for regret and routine. Blinded by passion, he becomes a workhorse, laboring not for greatness but to maintain an often hollow structure. When the spell breaks, beauty fades. Resentment, silence, and disillusionment remain. Freedom traded for obligation. Marriage is nature's snare, the will to live disguised as romance, baited with softness and promises. This isn't misogyny. This is a stark warning from a man who saw the mechanism clearly. Women aren't villains. They're instruments of nature's plan. Security for themselves and their young. They honed mastery in emotional terrain, persuasion, intuition, subtlety, where logic fails and instinct reigns. Unaware, men become pieces on the board. They construct empires, only to forfeit ownership, fruits, and fire. A silent theft, time, passion, solitude, replaced by maintenance and appeasement. Many feel it. The dull ache of a self buried alive under layers of necessary sacrifice. Schopenhauer's purpose, not to curse women, but to wake men before the trap closes forever. The real destroyer isn't her, it's his own blindness, his unquestioned fairy tales about romance. Blind love doesn't just break hearts, it fractures entire existences when the mirage evaporates. His genius wasn't bitterness, it was merciless clarity, stripping away comforting lies to reveal raw nature. Men are builders by essence, rational, heroic, creators. Yet one unchecked longing can topple it all. He trades mission for approval, principles for peace, identity for desirability, and forgets his own name. The deepest betrayal isn't against others, it's against the self. Most men aren't shattered by war or poverty, but by the velvet poison of romantic dependency. Power isn't seized, it's surrendered. Through need, charm, absence of demand, men volunteer their chains. The erosion is gradual. Ambition fades first, then passion, then solitude, until he kneels in quiet defeat. Society applauds this surrender, labels it maturity, duty, love. But what if it isn't evolution? What if extinguishing his fire isn't growth, but slow fading? The awakened man doesn't despise women. He comprehends their wiring. He respects love's power without worshiping it. Above all, he guards his essence from being devoured by promises that deliver only chains. This isn't retreat into isolation. It's conscious distance, asking, am I still myself or someone else's version? His voice isn't rage. It's a persistent, quiet alarm calling men home to themselves before the door locks. In his view, the pinnacle isn't lover, husband, or conqueror. It's the philosopher who sees the game and declines to play. Detachment grants freedom. Renouncing external fulfillment reveals authentic nature. He cites giants of solitude, Buddha, Stoics, sages who chose clarity over comfort, wisdom over fleeting warmth. Solitude isn't weakness. It's where true power is reclaimed, dominion over self, not others. This road isn't popular. Society mocks it as bitter. Schopenhauer wrote for the rare ones ready to face truth, for those who chased romance, lost themselves, and now hunger for something unbreakable, truth. Core truths. Unexamined desires rule you. Unexamined women make you vulnerable. Identity on romance, destined to collapse. Schopenhauer's challenge, are you awake or living inside someone else's fantasy? This isn't rejection of love. It's redirection. Love your intellect, your mission, the silence where truth speaks. The man who rests in solitude without craving, that man is uncontrollable. That man is free. If this resonates, if it hurts because it's true, don't flee. Stay. Let the discomfort burn away the falsehoods. You weren't born for disguised captivity. You weren't meant to fade in a life of concessions. Let his harsh insight serve as your mirror, not to breed hate, but to end self-deception forever. Once clarity arrives, it never departs. If this opened your eyes, share this with a brother who needs it. Subscribe for more unfiltered truth. Comment below. Are you awake yet? Your support keeps these truths spreading.